Victorian dresses were also often dyed with dangerous chemicals and poisons like arsenic. Green was a particularly fashionable color in the Victorian era, and a good way to get that shade was with arsenic dye. So hats, gloves, dresses, any type of clothing were dyed with arsenic if they wanted them to be green. And this chemical also gave women horrible deaths. In 1861, a 19-year-old artificial flower maker named Matilda Scurrer was working with this dye on the daily. And one day she started convulsing and foaming at the mouth, and her skin actually turned this harsh shade of green. It was later discovered that there was a high amount of arsenic in her liver, lungs, and stomach. The level was so high that even her eyes turned green, like the whites of her eyes were pure green. And then the flammability factor of the dress only made things worse, because if the dress even had like the tiniest burn on it, it would release those toxic fumes into the air, which the women would breathe in and then die from the fumes alone. Even if they were able to put the dress fire out, the fumes would still kill them. In 1861, Mary and Emily Wilde, who were the half-sisters of Oscar Wilde, they met a similar fate at a Halloween party. So one of the women were dancing when her dress caught on fire. Her sister saw this and rushed to help her, but the fire spread so quickly and both the sisters perished. Then there was the Archduchess Bathilde of Austria, who also met a fiery end. She was smoking a cigarette, and her father was very against this, and he walked into the room while she was smoking. So she quickly tried to hide the cigarette behind her back, but her dress obviously caught on fire and went ablaze so quickly. Her whole body went up in flames in an instant, and she was only 18 at the time that she died. Many women who died from flammable dresses were simply going about their daily tasks. In 1865, two unnamed women in New York reportedly died when they got too close to a hot stove and their clothes went up in flames. Then in 1858, another woman died in Boston after standing too close to a fireplace. This was such a problem, and because there was no electricity in houses, people relied on oil lamps, fireplaces, candles, and they were constantly just surrounded by open flame.